That's when you'll start to hear me complain again. All right, we can look forward to that. Hey, in the next couple of weeks, thousands of students will be heading off to college for the first time. As parents, there are lots of lessons you can teach your kids before it's their turn to go to college. We have our financial expert, Andy Manling, with us today to talk about the important financial tips that they should know. Andy, a pleasure to have you as always. We'll get right into it here. What is one of the most important tips to share with your college-bound student?
Well, it's really talking to them about being organized and the fact that they need to monitor their accounts, from their bank accounts to their Bursar account with the university, because they're the only ones who are going to have access to that. So they need to stay on top of it, set up alerts so they don't get fees or miss paying things. So you really got to talk to them about being organized and finding ways to monitor their accounts.
What about budgeting? Is now the time to talk to them about that?
Yeah, it's a good time to talk to them maybe about a spending plan. Maybe talk to them to say, just transfer the money you want to spend each week into your account and try to stay with that. So maybe you start on Monday and try to make it to Sunday, because we know at college, Thursday night through Sunday is the time that they're going to spend most of their money. So talk to them about trying to stay within that limit so they don't overspend and run out of money before the semester is over.
Yeah, someone who went through college, I can vouch on that spending plan there, Andy. Is there any advice that parents should tell their kids about spending less?
Yeah, remind them that all of the restaurants and retailers around campus want to cater to students. So they're going to have discounts and coupons, so look for those, order pizza from a certain place when it's, they're having their special, and pick another place another night when they're having their special. So that way they can make their money last longer. And it also gets them to kind of avoid being an impulse shopper, because they start looking for discounts and coupons before they buy something.
Yeah, we know there's always the worry about fraud and theft. What should be the lesson to tell them about that?
Well, it's reminding college students that, they're not going to know who's in and out of the room all the time. So to make sure that if they have anything valuable, that they keep it out of sight and locked up, and, don't keep debit cards, credit cards laying around. And then for fraud, remind them that email, text, even social media posts, they're going to be trying to get information from them. And they really target college students, especially when they first get back to campus, with all kinds of things. So remind them of all the things they need to do to look out for fraud and scams.
All right, real quick here, Andy, last one. What about credit cards? What should college students be knowing about that?
Well, I think parents should understand it's not like when they went to college, everyone doesn't get a credit card anymore. So have them set up a card where the parents are joint on it, or maybe a secured card, so that kids can start learning how to use a credit card, helps them build their credit score, so when they get out, they can get lower interest loans, but also know how to handle a credit card before they graduate.
All right, Andy, good advice as always. It's a pleasure to have you. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Sounds good.